Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. Got another review to do today. My friends at Ceyomur have sent me a new trail camera. This is the top of their line trail camera. It's the CY95 and it is really sort of feature packed. It's really impressive, at least on paper. Going to do some testing. I've set it up and I've run it for the last 48 hours and got a few clips to show you. So let's have a look at the camera itself. Okay, well, this is the camera itself. It has a solar panel on the top of it which charges the internal battery. On the front here we have two LED lights, infrared LEDs, and three sensors there for picking up motion, and the camera lens in the front there. So inside, we turn it round. Oh, on the back we've got the standard cable strap mount there, or cable mount there, and a 1/4 inch screw thread for using the supplied mount that comes with it. So if we open it up, right, inside here, slightly different to the other trail cameras. The other trail cameras stored the batteries on the cover there. This one doesn't. There's nothing on there at all. It's all actually within the body of the camera. So inside this flap here we have the 4 backup AA batteries for when the rechargeable battery starts to run low. As I say, I've used this for 48 hours and it hasn't used any power out of these batteries at all. It's all been on the internal rechargeable battery, which is really good. I'm not a huge fan of solar powered objects. I tend to find they run out and become defunct very quickly, but this one seems to be quite good. So on the bottom of it we have a micro SD card there, and this actually came with a 32 gig micro SD, which I thought was really good. We've got a USB mini connector there which you use to charge the camera, so you can plug it into a charger, like a phone charger or something like that, and charge it initially up to full strength. And you can also do that sort of after use as well. If it's not been particularly bright weather or something like that, you can plug it in and use it on there. The display, let me show you the display. It's quite small actually, the display. Let's switch that back into the center. We've got a 3-position switch there. So off, middle one is for setup, and then the other side is to actually switch it on. So on the top here we've got a button there. If we push that once, that takes you to the photos. If you push it again, that takes you to the the menu system. The buttons are a bit smaller and take a little bit more getting used to than the other camera, but once you get used to them, it's really easy to set up. I'm not going to go through all the items on there. It's basically just work your way through the items. Works on a tab system, so you've got the first one, which is the initial setup of the camera. Then we've got the second one, which is the photo menu. Then we've got the video menu and the settings of the camera itself on there. Now this one has got Bluetooth. Oh, trying to do this without covering the screen. Has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Now you use the Bluetooth to initially connect it to an app on your phone, and that then configures your Wi-Fi and will connect you via Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi on this turns itself off automatically after 2 minutes, so if it's got no connection it will turn itself off after 2 minutes, and that saves battery power. The screen will turn off automatically after 3 minutes. If you've not got it in use, it will just shut itself down. So again, won't go through all the items on there. I will show you the app in a minute, because I was quite impressed with that. It was a little bit fiddly to set up, but I was quite impressed with actually what it does. So I'll show you that in a minute. I'll go and get it up on the computer so you can see my screen on my phone, and I'll show you what that looks like. So back in a few. Okay, normally I would record this using an app on the desktop, but unfortunately, because it changes the Wi-Fi, it would disrupt that. So I've had to download an app onto the phone in order to record this for you. So first off, what we need to do is find the app, and it's there called Game Camera. So we open that up, and the first thing we need to do is turn on Bluetooth. So there's a little button down the bottom there. So we turn that on, and it's now searching for the camera. Once we've found the camera, we'll click on it, as it's listed there. We'll click on it, and that now makes the connection to the camera. Now we need to turn on the Wi-Fi. So there's a little button down there, turn on Wi-Fi. We'll click on that, and that turns on the Wi-Fi on the camera itself. So it's doing that, and now it needs us to connect to the Wi-Fi. So we click on the Wi-Fi settings, and we should see the camera appear on there. There you go. Click on that, and it connects. And we get a warning come up telling us that the internet may not be available. That's okay. So then we back out of that. We get a tick on our screen, and we then connect to the camera itself. We get a little notice come up saying that 4K video is not available when using Wi-Fi. That's fine. So that's actually a picture of the camera looking out of my window at the moment, and it is pitch black out there, but you're going to see the lights from my CCTV system, because they've got infrared lights. So it looks like there's lights out there, but there isn't. It's infrared. So what we've got there, we've got video, a little icon down the bottom there showing a video camera, and then we have a picture camera. Now clicking on each of those, we can either take a recording or take a picture. So we've just taken a picture there, and we come back to the video and we start recording the video, and we stop that. Now we can view that by clicking on the picture, the game camera picture there, and we can view either the photo that we've just taken, which is this one, or we can come out of there, use the little switch at the bottom, just tap on it, and that takes it over to the video, and we can play a video file. And there you've got the video file that we've just taken. So we come back out of there, come back to the screen, that's a live view, and we click on the cog, and you can see you've got access to virtually all of the settings on the camera, which is really good, really useful. So we've got the video size, so we've got 4K, and it goes down to 360. I don't know who'd want to use 360, but there you go. And then we've got the picture size, which goes from 40 meg down to 2 meg. So that's the app. If we come out of the app, we actually close it down, the phone will now automatically disconnect from that Wi-Fi and reconnect to your normal Wi-Fi. Very quickly, before I'll show you the footage. This is the QR codes that are in the back of the camera, and they are actually in the back of the camera itself. So all you need to do is, using your camera on the phone, scan one of these, either the iOS one or the Android one. You can actually directly download from Amazon as well, which is the far right one. Middle one is the Android, and the left hand one is for the iPhones. So yeah, dead simple. Just scan those, takes you directly to the app, download it, install it, and then connect it all up from there. So yeah, quite simple to do. Right, I'll show you the footage. Okay, for the final bit of footage of this, I wanted to show you what was so interesting to the cats when you saw them. And basically what it is the infrared light picks up that there's something there. The sensors pick it up, and then it switches on the two infrared floodlights. Now, although these are not very bright to our eyes, they are really bright under the infrared. So I just want to show you that. So I'm out here, it's pitch black at the minute, so I've got a light sitting on top of my camera so that you can see me. I'll switch that off and I'll spin it around, and you can see the infrared lights when they come on. I've actually got it sitting on top of the filters at the minute for the pond. So give me 2 seconds and I'll spin you around. Right, I'm round by the filters at the moment, filters for the pond. The camera's sitting directly in front of this one and I'm not moving, so as soon as I move, the infrared will pick me up and the infrared floodlights will switch on, and that's what's interesting the cats. So I'll move, there you go, see them switch on, And what I'll do is I'll show you the footage from that camera just after this. As you can see, it's pitch black around here, absolutely pitch black. So I'll show you that in 2 seconds. Ceyomur switch on, and what I'll do is I'll show you the footage from that camera just after this. As you can see, it's pitch black around here, absolutely pitch black. So I'll show you that in 2 seconds. Well, my conclusions on the camera after an initial 48 hours, obviously I'm going to do some more filming and such like, and I want to try and get some different locations to film from. But my initial conclusions is it's an excellent camera. It comes in around the £100 mark. I'll leave you some links down below, down in the description down there, for the Amazon link. And yeah, it's well worth buying, quite impressed with it. As you've seen from the footage, it's really clear footage. I don't know if I'd want anything better than that, really. It's really good. The only downsides that I've come across so far are you can't change the internal battery pack, so once that wears out, that's basically it. That would be a big improvement if they could put some the big rechargeable batteries in, same as they use for the vapes. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're I'm trying to remember the number off the top of my head. I can't remember the number of the battery, something like 16853 or something like that. I don't think that's right. I'll look it up and sort of overwrite it down here. If they put a couple of those in there to power it, so that you could at least have the opportunity to change them, that would be good. Those floodlights that you've just seen, I'm not sure whether they would spook wild animals. The fox didn't seem to worry about them, and he must have seen them, so he didn't worry about them. I don't know about if anything that was a little bit more skittish would worry about them. But they are very good, and they do give a good illumination and a good image. So I don't know about that one. That's a question mark for me. Is the camera worth it? Oh, 100%, definitely. It is a very nice little trail camera. I mean, the CY70, that was a good camera. I was well impressed with that, and this one tops that, in my opinion. Obviously it's more expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's still very good value, especially when you consider they're throwing in an SD card as well in that price. That's really good. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there now. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful, and I can honestly recommend this camera. It's very good, very impressed with it. And having the Wi-Fi app as well makes it really useful. So yeah, overall, big thumbs up. So, right, that's it for now. I will catch you next time. Bye for now.